All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first race. Josh, you got a copy?
I got you.
Well, here we are, another season. Uh, we're about, what, 3 weeks removed from the clash that we had here at Daytona, right?
Yeah, craziness at the Clash.
And obviously, what was your biggest takeaway coming from the clash?
Well, you can get a crazy run on the high side if you can time it right.
You are not wrong about that. So, what do you expect to see here tonight?
Well, last week no points are on the line. They were just out there having fun. I expect a lot more strategic moves tonight. You want to be in position to win, so you got to be there at the end.
Right, and you're talking about winning, and this is the first. What does the winner get tonight?
Yeah, $100 on the line from FireStorm as well as a W starter kit. I saw so from FireStorm. So a lot on the line, and obviously playoff points and regular season points on the line as well.
That is right. So as we look at the schedule here, we go to a lot of racetracks. Obviously, you want to get the season started off on the right note here at Daytona. Who is the one driver you're looking at this season?
That's a hard choice. Man, I want to be original, but it's just hard to bet against the top three. You know, you got Whitley, Aaron Smith, and Joseph. But like, if you go against those three, it's kind of a trying to lose money.
You're not wrong about that. Of course, the new season, another new car. This is the Gen 4. So, I mean, a lot more horsepower. Once we get to, the mile and a halfs, the cream's always going to rise to the top.
And I expect to see a lot of tire wear in those mile and a halves because we're probably gonna have some decent tire wear tonight.
You're right. And we're still about almost 4 minutes away from the first quali of the year. Of course, we're at Daytona. Qualifying's not as important, but you always want to start up front.
Yeah, you either want to be at the very front or the very back. You don't want to be in the middle.
Not wrong about that. Let's pull up some weather here, show you what's going on here. Daytona. Track temp right now out there for practice is 117 degrees. Gonna be a hot one.
Yeah, hot and slick.
Only 3 mile per hour winds right now. Of course, the race is going to be at 1 p.m. sim time. So, darkness will not come into play unless we get a rainstorm, which no rain in the forecast.
Not yet.
Yeah. We need some wet weather tires out there.
Damp weather.
Oh, damn. Yes. Well, here we go. We're going to get ready to go here tonight. The FireStorm 250 at Daytona. Of course, we want to thank all our sponsors, Buttkicker, Future Designs, and, of course, Harpoon Designs. Coming on board. Let's see who's out there right now.
A lot of people. I've been watching Bobby Patrica and Aaron Smith been drafting together for about 7-8 laps now. Just riding a duo. Bobby P17 on the boards right now, and Aaron is P9.
I see that we're got the camera on turned on there right now. Of course, you'll always know Aaron Smith's here in that bright yellow, just plain car.
The banana.
And Bobby Patrica with a nice paint scheme this year. In his return to the track.
Yeah, he's been itching to get back on there.
So we're about a little bit under 2 minutes away, Wally. Watch these guys. Comes with the trial. We'll pull up your race info for tonight. Like I said, 100 laps tonight. Stage is on lap 20, but a new rule this season on Talladega and Daytona, there are no caution. There is no caution for the stage. That is something brand new.
Yeah, we'll keep it green, Let the strategies play out, because I think the best part is about super speedway racing on iRacing is the strategies.
Yeah, you've been doing some A Open this week, so you know a little bit about that, huh?
Yeah, a lot of unluckiness, but the strategies are very important. You can't lose that draft, especially in the A car.
John Berry. We see him, he's upside down, so backup car for John Berry there.
It's pretty easy to roll these cars, so we might see some pretty crazy crashes here tonight.
Yeah, I know you were referencing the Xfinity race that happened today in real life. That was a wild one.
Yeah, a lot of rolling today.
We'll see if we get that tonight. A lot of cars out here tonight. A pretty good sized field. We got some new people, and we have a returnee, Chris Stouffer, season 1 champion.
Yeah, nice to have majority of the champions out here tonight. All are missing Underwood. We expect to see him probably a little bit later in the season, but most of the champs are in here, so it'll be nice to see.
As we get ready for qualifying, who's going to be the first one out there? We'll wait for the board to light up here. Just now getting on the pit road there. How it puts you, it looks like Mick Waters is going to be the first one off. Here we go. The first qualifying of the season. Who's going to put it on pole? Get that pole position. There is no bonus point for the pole position, but also a new rule. Fastest lap of the race gets a point.
Yeah, and that'll make for maybe some craziness later on. I don't know if it'll be much difference here because the draft, but maybe later in the season we see some people pit for some tires later on and try and get a fastest lap.
Of course, we will let you know all season long who's got the fastest lap. They're able to see that. Tonight it's going to be a real crapshoot, of course. I mean, there's no telling who's going to get the pole or fastest lap.
Yeah, you'll probably see it change 100 times tonight.
We're on board with Joseph McWhorter as he's coming to start his first lap. Of course, Joseph McWhorter wants to win the championship. He's been finishing second to Whitley the past 2 years, 2 seasons.
Yeah, and you've given him a nickname, but I think
Yeah, Martin right here. Go ahead.
He's probably the closest to Whitley, at least. Well, not counting Aaron, because who knows if he'll be here the whole season. But Joseph's been the closest the past 2 seasons to Mark.
Yes, sir. Go ahead and pull up your live scoring board here. No times yet. Here, that board is about to light up as McWhorter is about to come get his first lap done. It's going to be a second lap run, I feel like.
Yeah, right now you see lap 1, everyone up against the wall. The best way to do it. And then they'll cut to the bottom on the second lap.
McWhorter goes to the top of the board with a 49.32. And Michael Bussell coming in there. Of course, we were just talking about Chris Stouffer. There he is in that number 13.
Whitley goes top of the board, and then Brian Foster beats him with a 48.7.
Brian Foster is one of those newcomers that we were talking about.
He did that on his first lap.
Gary Smith. So you're going to see some Smiths on the leaderboard. Just know that Gary Smith's in the 97. Aaron Smith is in the 70.
Wasn't there one more?
And there probably is a lot of them. McWhorter goes
green
back
one
to
and
the
a
top
yellow.
of the board. Luke Doran. Chris Stouffer to the top of the board. Mark Whitley. Man just knows how to go fast.
It's like he's won a championship or 2.
Looking to three-peat this season, of course, in that Harpoon Designs car. And let's see if anyone has anything to say about it. Nicky Bobby coming through turns here. Yes, somebody does have something to say about it. Aaron Smith.
The banana's fast.
Always interesting to see who's going to qualify, who's going to start in the back. Like 15 cars, 16 cars have laid down a lap.
Yeah, and that's honestly more than I expected.
As we're just about to hit a minute left on qualifying, and we'll grid it up. Here comes Nicky Bobby to complete his second lap. He's 15th right now. Let's see where he improves to. He goes 12th fastest.
He'll be right in the middle of it.
And of course, if this is your first time watching the World of Stock Car Racing League, these guys get a faster pair here. So
Yeah, and I expect majority of the field to probably use it at least once.
comes Mark Arthur, currently P16, but you can't miss him this week in that bright pink Barbie car.
We got some bright colors.
Sir, we do. Let's see where he puts it. He is P16. He goes P4.
As Aaron's doing burnouts on pit road, celebrate his pole position.
Looks like that's going to be it for qualifying. Looks like it's going to be Aaron Smith winning the first pole of the year. Congratulations. All right, Josh. Well, here we go, man. 100 laps of fun, hopefully.
Daytona's always fun.
As these guys get ready to grid up for the formation lap. Ah, man. Give me your pick to win tonight.
You know, it's always hard when you go to Daytona. I'm hoping for a new winner. So I'm going to pick someone that's been here for a long time. I told him I was going to pick him. I'm going to go with Lawrence. Finally get a win.
Lawrence Shaughnessy with the W coming from Josh there. I'm going to go... Looking at the live scoring here. You know what? Let's go Michael Bussell. What a celebration that would be.
That would be a great interview. Hopefully it'd be Ben Shelton P2 so we could have a great interview.
Before we get going here, though, we just want to take a minute and pop up the sponsors one more time as make sure the sound and all that is good and up to quality we want. Go and let's pull up your starting lineup tonight. Aaron Smith on pole. We got Mark Whitley starting second, Luke Doran third, Mark Arthur fourth, Christopher fifth, Brian Foster sixth, Lawrence Shaughnessy seventh, Joseph McWhorter eighth, Michael Bussell ninth, Bryce Shoemaker 10th, got Gary Smith 11th, Aaron Bockover 12th, and then we got Nicky Bobby 13th, Keith Shoemaker 14th, Jim Foskett 15th, Bobby Patrica 16th, Oscar Jensen 17th, John Berry 18th, Tim Hendry 19th, and Jeremy 20th. Ben Shelton 21st. That's a name we haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, he'll be starting at the back with the EOL.
There we go. I had to get the penalty out of the way. And then we got Tristan Ferris 22nd. And Nick Osipek, the character himself, 23rd. And Nicholas Post 24th. And starting dead last tonight, but probably won't stay there long, is Jacob Oubre.
I got a feeling he might stay there for a little while.
See about that. Always running the Kyle Busch scheme. You'll see him coming off pit road here in that rowdy energy car.
Yeah, I think we need to point out the good-looking schemes to wicked speed cars.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful.
No bias at all.
Not at all. Well, here we go. We are getting ready to start season 7. This thing started back in 2020, in the summer. I remember 2020, the pandemic, all that. Here we are in 2023, almost 3 years later, season 7.
Yeah, still putting up with these people for some reason.
That is a good point. Of course, close to ending last year, but here we are for another season. Hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully we get a lot of storylines. Hopefully these guys have fun. I mean, it's a unique league. Starts late on Saturday nights, but
they wanted this car too.
Yeah, you know. Of course, we were in the Xfinity last season. Was going to go to the ARCA, and then this thing came out, and here we are, hoping for the best.
What could go wrong?
We will see, as here we come to get the first green flag of the year. Aaron Smith is going to lead us to green at Daytona in the FireStorm 250. Green flag's out. We're going racing.
start. Bottom lane more organized, but pretty even so far.
Pretty even so far is correct. A lot of side-by-side stills. We see people already moving down to the bottom. That's Joseph McWhorter there.
Yeah, and look for him to try and find his teammate in the 77 as soon as possible.
We saw those driven cars working really well together in the clash. Let's see if they can do it again.
As Joseph's looking 3 wide in the middle.
Already being aggressive. Who's got 3 wide phobia, as some people would say. We're already starting off quick as, yeah, there they are, the driven teammates. Already lining up.
He saw Holy, went for it, and he's with his teammate now, so.
But the first lap of Season 7 is going to go to the one and only Aaron Smith.
A lot of double foul all the way.
Let's see what the guys can do here. As you said, double file for a good bit here. Top pack.
Yep, Mark's out in front. He's clear. Well, was clear. But I doubt he's going to leave that top lane.
Mark Whitley trying to lead his first laps of Season 7. And like they gave it to Aaron Smith, so. Of course, this is going to, I mean, we got 100 laps of this. We got a stage on lap 20. Yeah, no caution for that this year at Daytona and Talladega.
Yeah, just, allow them that strategy to play out. That stage really messed up that strategy.
Here comes Mark Arthur with a run with Lawrence right there behind him. They're going to make it 3 wide.
Yeah, and Bryce is also following them 3 wide for the first 2 rows.
Oh, and Bryce is going to get turned.
Turned.
We stay green, but he's going to have heavy damage. Brian Foster is involved in that. Heavy damage there, as we saw it as we go to the blimp cam. These guys are going to have to hope for that caution. Of course, they're not going to get it, predetermined one.
Yeah, it's probably some big damage.
It is a lot of damage. That 84 is down on power, it sounds like.
Well, Mark Arthur, through all that, into the lead. Help from Lawrence. It's shuffled the driven cars back to 3rd and 4th in the top line.
Sure did, and it's kind of made like a little getaway pack here. As you can see, there are some people spread out now. Oh, Nicholas Post hard in the wall. What has happened here?
Oh, it looks like the 10.
He had damage before that, but he's trying to get to pit road here, and looks like Bobby Patrica here.
Oh, I thought that was the 10.
Bobby Patrica and Keith get some contact there, and it sends Bobby around, and there's just nowhere to go for Nicholas Post, who goes into Jacob Hubre there. Bad timing right there.
Probably going to be a faster pair for those two.
Now, Bobby's car does not look bad. Let's see if he gets hit by anyone else. I see Ben Shelton, coming through there, and Ben Shelton's going to get through unscathed. Bobby's car looks fine. Looks like Nicholas Post, and maybe Jacob Hubre took the brunt of that.
Yeah, that 18 is going to need a faster pair for sure, if I had to guess.
You can see that 18, that wicked speed car of Nicholas Post, is destroyed. Of course, he does get a faster pair.
51's on pit road. Might have took his faster pair.
Okay, first caution of the night, lap 6. Take a deep breath. Mark Arthur is your leader.
I feel like we got a couple guys going to use some faster pairs right here already.
Who this really benefits is Brian Foster and Bryce Shoemaker.
Yep, they'll be able to pit, get the fresh repair.
Looks like Aaron Smith's going to be the only one that pits here. Oh, he's going to get some people. Mark Arthur's going to decide late. We got Luke Dorn coming in. Chris Stouffer.
Yeah, I mean, why not try and top off here?
Got a lot of guys coming down here, especially in the backpack. But that's going to shuffle Lawrence to the lead here.
See how many fast repairs get used here.
Luke Doran, that looks like that's all he was doing is coming down to top off there. We know Nicholas Post is going to have to use his. He's just now getting the pit road.
I believe Lawrence, or not Lawrence, Jacob must have used his.
There's nowhere to go for Nicholas there, and then he also hit the inside of the pit wall, and he's missed his pit box now. So we know him personally. We know he's going to be hot underneath the helmet.
Yeah, but you know, at least they have it on lap 6. So he's got time to get a recovery. He's just gotta have to ride now.
Yes, sir. But there he is. Lawrence, Mark Whitley, and Joseph will be your top 3 here when we get this green flag. All right, well, looking at the live scoring, your biggest mover of the race so far, Josh, is Ben Shelton.
Yeah, surprised it's not a Tennessee car.
Ben Shelton up 15 spots there. As you know, I just now saw his driver details page here. You can't probably see it, but on the broadcast, of course, it's him with the groundhog, right?
Yep.
And he's put in his bio, it's a groundhog, period, period, period. Of course, I always thought it was a beaver.
Ben Shelton. Surprised it doesn't say I hate mile and a halves.
Here we go. Let's line it up. Lawrence is your leader, but it looks like he's decided to take the top side here.
Yeah, he's taking the high side. Michael Bussell right behind him.
Again, we had some people pit there back in the pack, so if this goes green, you will see some different strategy here now.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Looks like the top 7 are the ones that stayed out here, so.
Yeah, they're probably betting on more cautions.
Very
Which is
good.
definitely possible.
Alright, well, let's see who's going to calm down now. Do these guys decide to eat up some laps, or do we just go balls to the wall?
I mean, it is lap 8. Let's go balls to the wall.
For our sake, we want balls to the wall.
I think Ben Shelton just went in the grass. So.
You know. Sometimes you want to be a lawnmower.
I think he might be having some internet issues.
Yeah, I would say so. He's yeah.
Yeah, his computer just crashed for his teammate.
Well, there we go. That's not a way you want to start, but we're going to tell you what, we are going to restart. I'm going to start this race back. As Lawrence, you're not cleared.
Goodness gracious.
That would have been a bad decision there, because usually if you wreck down there, there's no caution.
3 wide.
3 wide is correct. Here comes Gary Smith there in that John Deere. You can't miss him, folks. He won the Clash. He's here to win the FireStorm 250.
Yeah. $100 on the line. That'll buy some tracks.
Yeah, he needs tracks, folks. But Joseph McWhorter out front. He needs to start the season off with a bang.
So we got another caution.
Yeah, we do have another caution. That's going to be John Berry. And Bobby Tricky's going to get a little bit of that. Oh! Well, Gary Foster's night's over.
He's got a faster pair. Right in front of Nick Post, though.
Brian Foster, excuse me. Looks like he just got turned there. That looked like a bump going wrong. These guys are not allowed to bump, and there's nowhere to go for Aaron Bockover, but Brian Foster was completely upside down there.
Wait, that was Osipek with the push.
Yeah, these guys are not allowed to bump, so
Hey, I told him before the race, if you push, you're gonna die.
so we'll see how that one is scored later, of course. Drivers were alerted before the race. Hey, no bumping. But you know, sometimes messages does not go through.
Eh, not important. It's only lap 10.
Lap 10, 2 cautions.
Only
See,
90 more laps of fun.
you are right about that. Oh man.
Ben Shelton connects back.
Welcome back.
It's probably only gonna be one down, so we can stay in here.
Oh, he's fine. Gonna totally have more cautions.
No.
So, looking at all these paint schemes, stands out to you?
Well, you want me to sponsor plug here? I'm gonna say Harpoon Designs cars. But take a look.
The best looking one you see out there tonight.
I'm gonna have to take a look. What's your pick?
Hold on. Don't try to fill airtime right now. You should have already done your homework.
It took me 30 minutes to load the paint schemes because I had my settings wrong.
You know, the best paint scheme's probably gonna have to be Luke Doran. I like that Hendrick Lowe's looking high side bunny killer. But that's bumper thumper, if I got that right.
Something like that. You mentioned Bobby's scheme earlier. I do like Bobby's scheme. I like the chrome on Bobby's scheme.
They're in that Pontiac.
Let's see. There's a lot of talking on the radio right now.
What are they talking about? Fill us in.
All sorts of stuff.
Good, bad?
Well, I heard something about heroin a couple minutes ago, so I probably don't need to
Yeah, that's fine.
be repeated.
That's fine.
They're having fun. They're talking about Wilmington.
The hell's in Wilmington?
Apparently heroin.
Hey, before we...
breaks here in real life.
I'm sure he did. Let's go look at the YouTube chat. We already know who's in there. Jimmy 6 times, what's going on, man? Good to see you as always. We appreciate the support every Saturday night.
#1 fan.
Appreciate you, Jimmy. Jimmy, he asked, "Where's the Kentucky Strong Car?" Damn good question. Well, we will ask him. We will ask him. But
in the post race show.
Yes, there is a post race show, Jimmy. If you did not know, so I'm sure you'll be there. Oh man. All right, let's refocus. We're getting lost. We're not even to the crazy part of the night.
Slap 12.
But here we go. Barney's got the green flag in his hand. Joseph's going to take us to green. Let's go back racing at Daytona.
German car's got a good start there.
I said, let's see if these guys can log some laps now. You know, let's see.
I mean, it has been a couple laps that had a wreck.
I mean, you're all right. I mean,
Does look like some single files trying to form out.
I appreciate that, Jimmy. Jimmy, you are watching in the YouTube chat every week. We appreciate that. Who's your pick to win tonight, man? Who do you got winning the FireStorm 250? Let us know on the YouTube.
There.
Are you going for your boy Lawrence? I mean, it's a good pick. But Joseph McWhorter has the lead right now.
Yeah, and behind Joseph's a lot of double file. Pretty much all the way back.
Of course, that's Nicky Bobby right there behind Lawrence. Good to see him having a good run so far tonight.
Trying to jinx him, aren't you?
And he's dead. And there he goes. He's Dale Earnhardt. Okay.
But, you know, we were talking about some of the people that had gotten in the wrecks. Brian Foster did call it a night. I guess he had already used his fast repair.
Yeah, he got put in the wall by Bryce.
Oh, I thought that was someone else.
So he was looking forward to tonight too, so that sucks. But see you in the media center. Look at the YouTube chat. J-Day, tell Osipek to stop hanging back.
Good comment.
Brian Underwood. Shaughnessy isn't going to win. Doran with the win. That's a good pick. Been dominating the Open this week in NIS.
Yeah, most of the Ryko setup cars have been.
As you called Nicholas Post there in that last wreck, he just now leaving pit road, and he was there for 5 minutes and 46.
Yeah, he wrecked right in front of him again. It's Daytona for you. That's the luck I've been having this week in NIS.
Hey, it's just one of the things, man. Here comes the field through turn one.
Yeah, next time by will be lap 17. Remember, at the end of lap 20, no caution, but will be the stage.
The way you set the ball up on the tee there, I thought we were going to say something about Matt Kenseth on lap 17.
Yeah, Matt Kenseth.
I don't know. Still not on the NASCAR 75 list, by the way.
He'll be there.
Just on that up.
Brandon LaJoy's on there. Matt will be there.
Again, stage tonight, lap 20, no caution tonight, so we stay green, hopefully. Unless these guys want to make a caution themselves, which they've already done 2 times. This blimp cam is such a good shot. We get to see any runs these guys get. As we see Lawrence starting to get a little bit of a run there, still with Nicky Bobby right behind him, and that's Michael Bussell in that Napa car.
See a yellow car jumping up to the third lane.
That can only mean one thing. There they come. You can see them right there, folks.
The top lane is pretty fast on super speedways, so see how far they can get.
That's Aaron Smith and John Barry trying to get that third lane going. You know, they don't want to ride, but it's getting tight now.
It's a lot more space at Talladega, but you can make it work at Daytona. You just gotta.
There it is. They stay green though. I mean, it's really early to be doing that. I know it's coming to the end of the stage, but still.
I think Tristan got the worst from that. He has lost the draft.
And the YouTube chat goes wild. This dude's just crazy. Aaron Smith is now right behind Lawrence.
He's finding the way to the front. Now, playoff point on the line. We saw last season Mark dominated the stages, and he racked up those points.
And it is so valuable. You get 10 regular season points and then 1 playoff point. And you mentioned it. He dominated, and he just had an incredible lead in the playoffs.
I think he had like 8 or 9 stage wins last year. But right now, I don't really know if he can get that stage win because he's kind of boxed in.
At this point, I think he's committed to his teammate there, Joseph.
That's
We
the
got a
thing
car
about
in the
having
wall. John Barry in the wall once again. We stay green. This is going to be the white flag of the stage. Again, no caution. Remember that.
happened. Nine's getting a run on the high side. 9 with a big run on the high side. Help from Aaron.
They come down the
That high
backstretch
side's
here.
a move.
Yeah, the high side looks good, and they're going to get a run down here on the backstretch. Here they come. Right at you, folks.
Lawrence almost clear of the bottom. He is. He's going to move down.
Lawrence looking to win stage number 1 of season 7. Can he get it done? But McWhorter's going to look inside. It's going to be close at the line. It's going to be 3 wide at the line, but it's going to be Joseph McWhorter that wins that stage. Wow. And now Lawrence is kind of in the sucker hole there.
That's the risk of going for it. And she's clear right now.
He is clear.
Nicky Bobby might have given him a little bit of a little help right there.
But your stage winner tonight is Joseph McWhorter.
That is going to have to do some reviewing on that stage finish.
You are right on that. Of course, the post-race show, I'm sure we'll go in depth here.
I think everyone's in the lead pack.
Tell you who's not in the lead pack. That's Tristan Veras. He's 22 seconds behind.
Yeah, Tristan and Nick Post.
We're looking at this top 10 right now. It's really the big dogs when you come to like the super speedway tracks. They've already found their way up here.
I just heard a really good question asked over the driver communications. We do have a yellow line rule, correct?
Yes, we do.
That's gonna be interesting with that stage finish then.
Who... Can we get a report here? Who is being...
I think Lawrence said that Joseph went under before he got forced under. It's close. I don't
know, man. I'm just a broadcaster.
That'd be something to look at after.
Again, you know, let's look at the top 10 here. Big dogs out here. Of course, we got Brian Underwood in the YouTube chat. And Brian, I know if you were out here, you'd be right up here making it 3 wide. Exciting for us up in the booth.
Yeah, maybe try him 4 wide when we get later on.
4 wide phobia?
I don't know if that'd work here.
Hell with it, try it. As we come down the backstretch, that's Bobby Buttkicker way back there in the tail end of this pack here. It's really a good-sized pack. As you were mentioning, it's pretty much the whole field here except, you know, Tristan and Post.
Got 2 wicked speed cars. Not much luck tonight. I guess the good thing is there's still 76 more laps.
A lot of time here. I know they're wishing that we didn't change that rule for the super speedways, but it's just how it works.
Top line still looking more organized. But I think that's just a run the top lane gets off the corners.
Somebody got into the wall there a little bit. They're all
Aaron
good.
going back for the lead.
Yeah, Aaron wants to lead this race. Of course, you get laps for leading the most or points. Most laps. It's one thing you don't know about Aaron Smith. He's such a good driver. He does so many leagues.
Oh,
As Nicky Bobby's going to be hard in the wall there.
that was almost big.
Stay green. It's going to get a little jumbled, but these guys are pretty good. They get it spaced out and cleared out. See if we can see some of that damage there. The car actually looks pretty good for smacking into the wall.
And he's going to fall in line here. And probably about 5 or 6 cars kind of running a little bit off the main pack. Just riding. Well, front, there's 5 cars single file now.
Yes,
6
and that's
cars.
led out front by Lawrence.
But, I'm sure Lawrence don't like 2 German cars behind him like that. Jim Foskett don't want to ride in the line, though.
Not at all. Jim Foskett, the veteran of the series, he has the most races in World of Stock Car Racing League history. Making that outside lane work. The veteran getting pushed by the new guy, Gary Smith.
Hey, he can come up here a little bit more and get him a lap lead point.
Gary Smith blinks out there. He's right back, though. I believe it's something like over 100 races for Jim, which is crazy.
And then about all of them.
I can really only recall one that he's missed. Let's see if he can lead this lap here, though. Outside line's kind of falling apart a little bit.
Yeah, he's still getting that good run off the corner, though. Just able to pinch the bottom down and side draft him and get a good run. I think he's going to get this here.
Jim Foskett to the lead, but not by much. I think it's going to go to Shaughnessy at the line, and it does.
Just barely. Outside line starting to form.
On board here with Gary Smith as he's pushing Jim Foskett down the backstretch.
And a good run for the high side there again.
You see what these guys see here. You see the banking with the gyro camera as the camera stays straight as we go into these steep banking here at Daytona. Can they get a run here? Can Jim Foskett get this lap led here? Get that point. It looks like he's going to get it this time. And he does.
He's going to get it.
Every point matters when it comes down to that final cut for the playoffs. 10 drivers make it. And, I think Jim's made it every single season. It's kind of a pride thing.
I think we saw what?
And he's going to get in the wall as soon as we talk about him.
Jinx.
Yeah. Talk him up, and that's going to let Aaron Smith go to the lead. But Jim Foskett was the leader for a lap. He's going to be able to fall back in, though, behind Luke Dorn.
Yeah, right in front of Gary again. I think Aaron's going to get this one. I'm sure Tristan and Nick Post were hoping that would have caused a caution there.
Yeah, Tristan is 42 seconds behind. He's now in the frame there. And Nick Post, they're about to get lapped again. Tristan for the first time. It'll be Post 6 laps down.
Aaron's going to go to the bottom. It's going to lead John Barry up there. Now from Luke Dorn.
John Barry, everybody knows him in the sim racing community. He also ran a very well-known league.
Yeah, it's on for a long time.
Now, the interesting thing coming up on these lappers, do they just get out of the way, or you go around us?
Yeah, that's a decision each lap car is going to have to make.
I will say, knowing one of those lap cars in there, he's not usually that aggressive, so
Gonna stay low.
they're gonna stay low. So the field's got to go around them. Let's see if we can get around this here. Nice and clean. It's Tristan Ferris and Nicholas Post getting lapped there. Ooh.
That's probably the last spot they wanted to get caught at.
Looks like they're hitting the apron and moving up. And gonna come right in front of Osipek. Osipek gives the 10 a little bump there.
He's trying to catch another body. They should be fine now to ride in this pack, so Tristan should be the lucky dog if we can get a caution.
That shuffled things up out front. The driven cars went from the low side to the top side. Aaron Smith moves up from the bottom back to the top. That allows Lawrence to take back the lead here.
Cars in this little pack here.
Of course, no Alan Wilson tonight. Sad to see. The guy always usually runs good here. Should have some wins, of course, here.
Yeah, he's got probably the worst luck in the series.
You know, it might be me. I tuned into one of their things where Lawrence was streaming, and as soon as I did, he wrecked. So, me? Am I the problem?
Blame Skylar.
Ow! Most people usually do. Oh, come on. Let's look at the YouTube chat. Jimmy 6 times, World of Whitley Racing League. Some nights he does come out here and dominate, but
Is that his pick tonight?
you know, that is a good quote. We did ask him for his pick, and I guess he's going with Mark Whitley.
Pretty easy pick. I guess the basic answer is usually the good answer.
Sir. Here we come to get lap 36 here at Daytona International Speedway.
Got a new car in second right now.
Yes, that's Chris Stouffer. Again, Chris Stouffer is back, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Season 1 champion.
Back when we were in the 87 cars.
That is such a long time ago, almost 3 years. So the good news for someone like Tristan, who's a lap down, first car lap down, who will obviously be the lucky dog, he was able to hold on to the draft here, so. Looks like Post was not, so continue to go laps down.
Yeah, he's probably just riding at this point, hoping for some carnage up front.
Inside lane is the dominant lane right now, as we see John Berry and Luke Doran. Really the only top 2 cars up there on the outside lane.
And then you got to go back to Jeremy in the 73. He's the third car up in the high side right now.
You gotta imagine some of these guys are getting ready to come down to pit road.
Yeah, probably here in the next couple laps, you would guess. Especially for the guys that didn't pit on either caution.
Lap 38, John Berry, your leader here tonight at Daytona in the FireStorm 250. And the WOSCRL Racing League presented by Harpoon Designs.
We got some 3 wide.
Yes, we do. Newcomer Jeremy trying to get that top side working really by himself there.
Nicholas Post did call it a night. Very unlucky tonight.
Yeah, unlucky tonight. Only made 38 laps. Gonna looks like finished 23rd because Foster and Shelton disconnected, so it's like a 23rd place finish.
It's one of those nights in Daytona. Sometimes it goes well, sometimes it goes awful.
Look, Whitley and McWhorter kind of got shuffled back there. They're 8th and 9th now with Michael Bussell 10th. But here comes Mark Arthur with a run in that bright pink Barbie car.
I feel like we got the caution soon. Or the pit stop soon.
Caution man soon too. But you're right, these guys are all getting down in the inside lane here. Pit stops could be happening any moment. I'm trying to remember back to the Clash. It was round in the 40s.
Yeah, and some of these guys haven't pitted yet.
See Brantley up in the YouTube chat. How's it going? We appreciate you making our paint schemes for our team. I know I flooded your forums for a couple days.
I'm sure he doesn't care about that.
I was like, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? And of course, he always does. High quality paints. If you want good paint schemes, Harpoon Designs.
Very quick too.
I mean, you shoot basically the same day. He'll be like, I'll get it done later tonight, and then like 20 minutes later, here it is.
He's also doing double duties on the spotter stand right now.
Man of many talents. So your top 5 right now on lap 41. Aaron Smith, John Berry, Lawrence Shaughnessy, Luke Doran, and Chris Stouffer. Basically been in the top 5 all night. We've seen John Berry. He's been around. I'm pretty sure he's already used his fast repair.
Pretty sure a couple people have. After that double foul, though, for a couple rows, you just got a line of cars for about 7 or 8.
It's looking good. Looking good. Jim Foskett in this race at one point. He's back in 13th right now. He'll probably make his way back up here closer to the end.
It's going to be soon for some of these cars. They're talking about it on the radio already.
Get ready for this. This is always exciting here to somebody get demolished. Brakes. It's always unique pitting at a super speedway.
Yeah, going from a car like the A car, he's got crazy brakes to this car. It's probably a big difference.
Or you could be like me in NIS Open last night and lock up and go into the grass and get a penalty. Seconds or something.
Yeah, you're pretty happy.
Disgusting. Glad to see Bryce got that damage fixed because he killed the wall there, but he's back out there running. He's currently P17.
He's in the lead draft, though. That's all that matters. I think everyone out there is right now.
For the most part, yes.
Just Tristan is one down.
Biggest mover of the race so far, John Berry up 16 spots.
18th to second. It's Jeremy in the middle of 3.
Yeah, he's going. He's going to leave Luke Doran out there on the high side. Fitting for the team name.
He'll probably fall to the middle line now.
You got to know, if you're going to broadcast, you got to know when to put the plugs in, folks. Aaron Smith, got to put the butt kicking on the field tonight. I want to thank our sponsor, Buttkicker.
Get him out of here.
I'm too good at this. But it didn't translate to the track. Oh. I'm here all night, folks. Lap 45. John Berry, your leader tonight. Green flag stops coming up soon for some of these guys. I look at the scoring. Lawrence, one of those guys that didn't stop. McWhorter didn't stop. Whitley didn't stop. Michael Bustle, Nicky Bobby, Gary Smith.
I think Joseph said 7 laps. And I think Lawrence said even worse because Lawrence was leading for a little while.
Obviously, if you're the one leading, you're going to be burning the most gas, so because you don't have that draft. So we're going to see how this all plays out here. Good to get some, green flag laps in. Started off a little shaky, but these guys have got it down pat. Get the rush off the belt, and we're full throttle. Lap 47 here at Daytona tonight. Three cars out of the race. Nick Post, Ron Foster, and Ben Shelton. One car lap down. Tristan Ferris. Go ahead.
Ben's got some great internet issues.
And he does. Glad to see that it, what do you equate as, like an engine problem in real life?
Steering wheel. Jeremy's trying to lead him lap.
Yes, he is. Newcomer here tonight. Trying to get out front here. He's got help from the veteran, Luke Doran.
Top line's falling apart, though. Only 3 cars up there right now.
A lot of racing left so far, but who's impressed you the most?
Yeah, he's talking about new guys. Jeremy, he's up there running P4. Gary, he's having a little bit of an internet issue, but he's been up there at the front pretty much the whole race. Tim Hendry, another guy that's new in 07, he's right up there as well. Nine's going to be in this time.
All right, here we go. Pit stops. About to be underway here.
Lap 49. Probably going to be one more for these guys pitting here.
This is right here can make or break your race.
Yep, can't mess up, but you can't go too easy.
Here we go. In hot, Bustle in hot. He locks up.
Bustle speeding off pit road for the 01.
Yeah, I imagine so. So they get in nice and hot. Bustle did.
He went for it, man.
Those guys are on pit road. Any chatter on who's next?
Got about another 9 laps, probably.
9 laps, okay.
Everyone else here are pitted, except for Joseph
and Mark Whitley. Man.
Joseph might be in this lap, maybe.
Now you're gonna see some of these cars down on the apron. Those guys just pitted, so. Here comes the merge. This can always be chaotic here.
Yeah, it seems like for the guys that pitted under caution, got 5 to 8 laps left. Joseph will be in this lap, though.
All right, let's see if these guys can get it woed down here. Whitley's gonna come in hot. Good strategy there. One goes way inside, one goes outside.
I believe Nicky Bobby got a penalty for something. He's on pit road right now.
So McWhorter, Whitley, and Bobby Patrica on pit road.
They're all gonna have to pit it.
Excuse me, Nicky Bobby. Excuse me.
They're all gonna have to be back on pit road if it goes green. These guys that are gonna pit here next are gonna be pretty close, probably, to making it to the end.
Let's pull up the pit stop strategy here. The stint link. Some of these guys. How long they've been out here.
It sounds like some of these drivers are targeting 56 for the pit stop. So anytime after that, so that's probably where the window opens to make it.
As you can see, John Barry, he was in on lap 10. Aaron Smith on lap 11, and the rest we have 6, 6, 6, 6, 10, and 6. That's your top 8 right there.
Joseph got out a lot better than Mark. I wonder if something happened on pit road.
It's looking like it. You did call it because McWhorter is way ahead. But that pack is coming.
Yep, I don't think Joseph and Nicky are going to be able to be fast enough.
Riding on board with John Barry here. You can see him closing up quick.
Lap 56, probably. That's going to be the big lap.
Oh, John Barry in the wall.
John in the wall. That's going to help this front three, the lap cars right there. They should be able to follow in line. That's really going to jumble up some pit stops there. We're double file again. Got some cars this lap, I believe. Everyone's wanting to get to 56. I just don't know if they got enough fuel to make it. Bye, Patrica.
Bobby Patrica in. We watched the
car.
battle here.
5 car will be in this lap.
You can see Bobby Patrica coming to his box there. He misses his box. That's going to cost him.
Some of the rust of not being in the car for a little while. Luke will be in this lap. Wonder if anyone will follow. Haven't heard anything else from anyone else. Jim Foskett will come with him.
Luke's going to get in hot. Jim gets in hot. Hopefully no penalties on those guys.
Does it look like it? They were just on the limit. .73 in this lap, but he's stuck. He's on the high side.
He's gonna get down. He's gonna try to get down. It's gonna jump up the field. Here comes Lawrence.
Help from Mark Whitley. He's gonna get down in front of Chris Stouffer. Chris is gonna come with him as well, and so are a couple other cars. Barry, a couple guys locking up. We got a spin. A half spin.
We caught the tail end of it right there. I believe that was Jeremy.
Yep, it was.
And all good though. Everybody's in their stalls there.
Gonna have a black flag for Chris Stouffer.
Wow. Wow.
70 car in this lap. The leader. He will be able to make it to the end, lap 58. Just don't know if he'll have anyone coming with him here.
As he makes the turn down the pit road, he's usually very good at this. He's hot though. Check him.
Just Christopher.
Okay. See, Keith Shoemaker's going to come in. He will not inherit the lead. Looks like your leader, no, because they're going to come around, but Oscar Jensen right now is technically going to be the leader once they get around. I don't know. Aaron Smith has a very big lead here.
Yeah, I feel like Lawrence is probably the one to watch.
Of course, Lawrence has the one and only Mark Whitley behind him.
It's still the leader.
Yes, he is. He's going to have a pretty good lead here. It's pretty impressive. He's coming off pit road. I mean, look at the gap. Wow. About a 6-second gap.
What was the time on that pit stop?
That was a 15-second stop.
Very lonely right now, though.
I mean, yeah, he's going to be like he's a sitting duck once they get to him.
Yep, Lawrence up to P2.
Here they come on Aaron Smith. Lap 60. Got some hungry hounds behind you.
Might have a caution. I don't know if he's going to make it back or not. Tim Hendry in the 07 is out of fuel.
Here.
Did not put fuel in the car.
Tim Hendry, folks, out of fuel somewhere on the track. Let's see if we can get a camera on him.
He's close to pit road. He's going 30 mile an hour, though.
I don't
close.
think he's going to make it there. But out front, Gary Smith.
Yep, Gary to the lead. Yeah, he showed us pretty exciting driver to watch last race.
Take a minute to look at the YouTube chat. I know some people were saying you were low when you're in. If you can, put the mic in your mouth.
In my mouth. Okay.
Been trying to work with the audio here, of course. First official broadcast of the year, so we'll get everything ironed out as we go. But I've raised it on my end. I can hear you loud and clear, so.
That'd be alright.
As the field's going to lap Christopher, he needs a caution.
As Tim is crawling on the pit road. 15 miles per hour, 14 miles per hour. But he is on the pit road, so.
Well, I mean, if we were NASCAR, we could throw the caution.
Yeah, NASCAR loves being on the button.
Looks like Jacob Hoobury lost the draft there. He's gonna be a lap down here soon.
Yeah, that's not good. Maybe a little cautious on pit road entry, maybe.
I believe so. He's known for that. But here comes Aaron Smith. He wants that lead back. No surprise.
Yeah, he's wanting that lead. He's probably going to be close to the most laps led.
Getting all the points he can. Got help from Michael Bussell. We are now on lap 64. of 100. Here they come.
Almost.
They're going to catch Jacob Hooper at a good time. I feel like Jacob's going to be one of those guys that pulls off here. Let's see. Maybe I'm
Should
wrong.
go high.
He's going to go
Going
high.
high.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know him.
Maybe can tuck in now and catch this draft. He'll be racing Michael Bustle for the Lucky Dog, and Chris Stouffer, and Nicky Bobby.
Again, we want to take this time to thank Future Designs, Buttkicker, Harpoon Designs, of course FireStorm for sponsoring this race, the FireStorm 250 here at Daytona. Been a pretty good race so far. Had 2 early cautions, but since then we've been green.
Yeah, that's usually how these things go. People start crazy and then try and settle in. I'm sure a couple people wouldn't mind a caution right now. Michael Bustle probably the one that wants it the worst.
Why do you think that is? Oh, I see.
Lucky Dog
I
right
see.
now.
I see. Yeah. That was a trick question. I was making sure you're paying attention.
Uh-huh. Joseph and Mark just riding right now. It seems to be just content to run right behind this main pack. Maybe saving some fuel.
Probably the lowest they'll run all year.
We still got more super speedways. Mark loves these tracks.
Yeah, if people have not seen the schedule so far, there's the Dago Duels again. So that's an exciting night. Basically, we took a 94 lap race and broke it into 2 points paying race.
That's a big night
So,
for some people on the bubble.
of course, we did that I think 2 seasons ago, and we did it as the cutoff race, and it was time consuming because people need to know the last race. You got to do this to get in.
Yeah, and we didn't do the math, or I didn't do the math right. So yeah, it's just a little chaotic.
Oh, you said chaotic. Yep, Mark Arthur saved it though. Good save.
Mark Whitley just said, "Good job, Barbie."
You're not wrong. Work it, girl. So he goes from the lead to the back of the pack.
Still in the draft though, so he'll be back up there.
It's kind of confusing because it's a mixture of lap down cars in this, and so he's actually in 10th place still. I know he looks further back, but
Yeah, a couple lap down cars. The big race being between Christopher and Michael Bustle. That's for the Lucky Dog. Both got speeding penalties. Michael Bustle's was very obvious.
he thought it was old NASCAR. He was just going in there full blown.
Yeah, he's going about 100 and a 60.
Close enough. Should have cleared it.
Well, next time. Along with those two, Nicky Bobby also in that battle for the Lucky Dog.
Guys fighting for the Lucky Dog. What will the future hold for them? Are they able to design a path to get that Lucky Dog?
Get out of here.
Come on now. Come on. That was good.
Wish I had the soundboard to just go with the crickets right now.
I thought that was pretty good. I mean, let's get into that part of the night. We're at 10:40 p.m. Central Time as we come on lap 71, the 70 car out front. Got a good-looking hot rod. He's gonna try to pull off another win here tonight, but hungry people behind him. We got the teammates lined up right behind him.
Yeah, 30 to go. I don't know if everyone in here can make it.
See Luke Doran there, Season 2 champion, found himself back in victory lane last season. That was nice to see. It was a while, you know. It was a streak. A streak was starting to happen where he wasn't in victory lane, but he found his way back last season, as you said, 2 times.
Yeah, I got to win at home as well at Atlanta.
These guys are a lap down here just showing, like, that small mistake can cost you so much. Because we have a lot of lap down cars here. We got, what, 4 or 5 lap down?
Yeah, and a couple of them are in this lead pack, as we've said a couple of times. They just need that caution. And they can't be that caution.
Sir. You look at Hendry, you know, he ran out of gas. He was having a good run, but now he's 4 laps down. Somehow made it back. I mean, he was coasting as Mark Arthur's in the wall back there. Or we got a little scratch on the side.
We're at the calm point of the race before the craziness.
As we see Oscar Jensen here, currently in P8. You know, he was a newcomer last season, found himself in victory lane a few times.
Yeah, ran into some trouble in one race, or he would have finished pretty high in points. So, be fun to watch him this season.
Of course, he's in a new car number, number 26 this season. He is a character, I will say that. I see some of the messages he posts in Discord.
He's a big Carson Hocebar fan.
Oh, well, that's great. Out front, though, still Aaron Smith. I mean, you said he's good to the end. Is anyone else, you think? Or
Well, I think they were all talking about lap 56, so anyone who pitted past lap 56 is probably good.
we're looking at the live timing. That's going to be Aaron Smith, Luke Doran, Oscar Jensen, John Barry, Mark Arthur, Jim Voskett.
Now, Mark Whitley and Joseph might be close, because I feel like they've kind of just been riding this run, trying to save. And obviously with Aaron leading, who knows how much fuel he's burning up there. I don't think Lawrence is going to be able to make it without a caution. Could be wrong, but with him up there challenging, I don't know.
As we cross the line there, we hit the threshold. We're 25 laps to go in the FireStorm 250. As you can see, up and close as we look right in the gearbox there, Aaron Smith, as Lawrence got right close to his bumper.
Same penalizing bumping.
If they can get Luke clear of Gary here, you think they make a move?
I don't think so, because like I said, Lawrence is probably close on fuel. So
Yeah, Brantley put in the YouTube chat, Mark and Joseph should be good, so you have it.
I'll go spy on Lawrence's stream real quick. Lawrence is short.
Hey, well, there we have it. He's gonna have to pit again unless he saves here.
I don't think he could save that much.
I mean, he might have something in that car illegal. We don't know.
3 laps short.
We'll just tell all his. I mean,
Well, he's here cheering for a caution, so I think he's pretty obvious. They're talking about wrecking Aaron for a caution right now. So.
no. Somebody's got to be the sacrifice.
You can probably guess who started that.
The one and only.
Nico Speck. I gave Lawrence an offer. Lawrence said to double it. John Deere on the high side.
"22 laps to go."
John Deere and Hustle Bustle on the high side.
Man, that was my pick to win. He's in a good spot if he wasn't a lap down.
Yeah, I don't think either of our picks are going to fare very well.
Yeah, well.
Lawrence is just on a Ferrari strategy right now.
That is something you not want to be on. Hey, who's not having a good night? It's Shoemaker, Osipek, and Patrica. They're 30 seconds behind.
Yeah, I think they're all together. They were talking about lifting earlier. I think they're all together now finally.
Jeremy's in. Been hot though.
Pretty early stop.
He's all by himself though, so I mean.
Gary and Michael Bustle are getting closer and closer to this lead every time. You got about the number on Aaron there that time.
Making it work. 21 laps to go. So we come to the line. We got 20 laps to go. Race is flying by.
That's what happens when you stay green. Yeah. I had those cautions early, but got into a nice rhythm now.
So we're on board here with Lawrence Shaughnessy from Greenville, North Carolina. You know where that is?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's up by ECU.
Ah, well, let's just get out of here then. So Lawrence is short, we know that. So this could get interesting when these guys have to peel off and the next group moves up and takes their spot. What are you hearing on the radio right now?
Quiet right now. Just I think they're just trying to eat these laps. Lawrence definitely hoping for a caution though.
As we ride on the helmet cam here with Jim Foskett, we see him in that high side, a little bit back. That's Michael Bustle and Gary Smith in front of him there. He make a run here. He's one of those guys that pitted after 56.
It seems like with Lawrence, it happened earlier in the race in that first or second caution. He didn't know Luke was pitting. He was trying to stay with Luke. Luke pitted.
Sounds like they need to invest in better radios over there at high side.
Yeah, I messaged him Ferrari strategy already.
That is Jeremy up there. You see that black and white car a lap down. Gonna make it 3 wide. He's gonna wreck.
You save it?
Yeah, he saved it. I believe Stouffer's gonna need a black flag cleared there. Yeah, I went to the pit lane there. I don't know, Jeremy's a lap down there. He's forcing the issue.
Black was cleared for Chris there.
Trying to get his lap back, I guess, the old way, but not a good return so far for Chris. Not over yet, though.
Yeah, anything can happen. Definitely, definitely hurt though. Not sure what that move was though.
Kind of a strange one. Still holding on back there, so see if he does it again when he comes back up. Alright, well, when they hit the start-finish line, it is 15 to go in the FireStorm 250.
And I'll go take another look just to see where Lawrence is at on fuel. Lawrence is encouraging racing to start.
He needs a caution or he's going to get a not so good finish here.
Saying 11 laps left for him. I think Gary's going to be in the same boat as well.
It'll be interesting how this all plays out because, like I said, once these guys pit, then the next group will move in and fill in their spots.
Do you think you can save 3 laps, or you think that's too much to ask?
I think it's too much to ask, but I think the group I'd keep my eye on though is Porter and Whitley. Once the guys pit, and you got to fill in those gaps.
Yeah, they're going to be going for that win.
They've been sitting back here since these stops have happened. Let's see what they can do.
Yeah, they've just been chilling.
As you see the field go through 1 and 2. Ah. It's going to get very hectic here at the end.
Lawrence just said our broadcast was boring.
That's all good, Hey, Jeremy will make it exciting. I see he's getting a run here again.
Lawrence is hoping for a caution really, really bad. Oscar to the high side.
Yep, let's see what happens. See if we can get a run here. Can Oscar Jensen go to the lead?
The help from Michael Bussell. And Michael Bussell's going to get...
Yep.
Wow.
There it is.
Oh, oh.
Jesus, there's death. Holy shit. And I can't get the damn camera on it either. There it is. And there's death.
That's going to be the 73 again.
'73 looks Yeah, and then it's Gary Smith blinking right there, and then there's death.
Big death.
Rewind that a little bit.
That is a very expensive crash for Driven.
Yep, wrapped him right there in front of him. You see Gary Smith blinking in and out. Nowhere to go. John Barry's night's probably over. Gary Smith's into the catch fence. Yeah, there's death everywhere. All right, well. Third caution of the night, 11 laps to go. Pit road's going to be a busy place.
Everyone's in.
All right, let's see who wins the race off pit road here tonight. And Lawrence Shaughnessy's going to win the race off pit road. Luke Doran, P2 off pit road. Jim Foskett, P3. Aaron Smith, P4. Wow. All right, well, Lawrence Shaughnessy is going to be the leader. He was just in dire need of a caution. He gets the caution he needs, and 10 laps to go. He's going to be the leader here. Aaron Smith going to be restarting P4. So got a little traffic here. I am hearing that last caution will be looked at, though. Josh, I don't know if you heard the same thing.
Yeah, definitely one we got to take a look at. Jeremy got the lucky dog from that after caution it.
Hey, some people call that skill.
Hey, you know. Definitely high IQ move.
Damn. Brian, that's a damn insult, man. This ain't Fox, man. Come on, the camera angle's been better. I mean, here, I'll take the screen down. We'll go to commercial real quick.
What commercials we got?
Whopper, 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 Whopper.
Get copywritten. We're gonna lose the whole broadcast.
Again, if we do miss something, though, we have a post-race show, so I'm 100% certain they will probably catch it. Again, the post-race show will be happening right after this race. Well, hopefully.
So you can hear something. Bobby Patrica's tires. One of them was down to 17%.
Great. That's great.
They're gonna need some tires at Atlanta.
They get 2 sets.
2 sets.
Hey, General Tires. We don't have a good relationship so far. We just switched over from Goodyear to General Tire.
We coming to 8 to go here.
So Jordan Hand put in there, Skylar equals Clint, Josh equals Danica.
He's an Oklahoma fan. It's okay.
Yeah, he's not used to winning. Well, here we go. It's going to be 8 laps to go when we get this green flag. You see Barney, he's got it out right now. He's waiting for this field to hit that Geico restart zone, and it's going to be waved off.
Yep, delay. People not caught up.
So we're going to have even less laps here.
It'll be 6 to go.
So, if you had to pick right now, who's going to win this?
Well, I remember last time we had a crazy super speedway finish. Aaron Smith got the win, so I feel like that's an easy pick, but that yellow car seems to find a way.
Jordan Hand said, that's just uncalled for. Big talk from a Panthers fan.
Bryce Young's on the way.
There you go. That's all you need. I feel like that's a little unfair, Jimmy. I mean, they've only had 3 cautions. I mean, they might wad it up now, but
Oh yeah, there's gonna be some stuff torn up.
I mean, they had a really good long run there.
Still hoping for a first-time winner though. Like I don't care who wins, it's just fun to see a first-time winner.
Well, let's see if we can go green this time. The field's going to come off 3 and 4. The pace car is going to pull off. Lawrence is the control car. Once we get to that Geico restart zone, all hell might break loose. But here we go. Green flag is in the air. We're going racing with 7 laps to go. Good jump by Lawrence. That allows Luke to get in right behind him.
Yep, they're lined up now for this little run right here. Jim Foskett, P3.
Yep, Jim Foskett looking for that first win. Can he get it tonight? He's in a good position.
Aaron's going to get a big run on the high side. He's got Oscar right up behind him as well.
Lawrence is going to go up and block that 70. You got to try to not let him get the lead, but he's going to go on the outside of Lawrence. Lawrence in the middle. But here comes Aaron on the top side. He's got help with Oscar Jensen. McWhorter trying to find a way around. He can't get around Gary Smith. Luke Doran on the bottom. Lawrence is in a bad spot there. He's got some contact. He bounces off Mark Arthur into Jim Foskett.
They're 3 wide. Aaron Smith with a remove to get to the high side.
Aaron Smith's your leader of this race. Lawrence in the middle there. Not where he wants to be. He's trying to.
Some good help though. He's got Joseph behind him.
He's got Joseph. Joseph wants to go to the lead here. Chris Stouffer back in this race. Such close racing there. A little bit of netcode. Luke Doran's going to move up in front of his teammate here.
He's a big run here.
It is a big run. Luke Doran to the lead at Daytona. 6 laps to go. From the sucker hole to in a good position here. Joseph McWhorter is going to be aggressive here, though.
Very aggressive. Doesn't have much help right now, though.
His teammate Mark Whitley is in a bad spot there. He's kind of boxed in. There's nowhere really to go.
Mark Arthur trying to make that high side work. There's not much help.
Not much help at all as they come through turns 1 and 2.
Joseph's going to look out to the high lane.
We got a car on the wall. That's Michael Bussell. He hits the wall. He's all good.
No help for the 32.
There's a little bit of contact once again. You got to be careful about that. Lawrence leaves his teammate there on the high side.
Yeah, trying to fill the hole. Luke's going to have Chris Stouffer coming up behind him, though.
He does.
And Mark Whitley.
But Aaron Smith moves up and blocks off that run there. But here comes the high side. No pun intended. Here comes the high side of the 32 and Mark Arthur in the 12.
They're 3 wide.
3 wide. Oscar Jensen in the lead here. Mark Whitley making a move in the middle. He's to the back bumper of Chris Stouffer.
Just can't get clear there.
It's so tight. A little bit of netcode, and we're going to wad it all up.
Coming to 3 to go.
Yep, 3 to go in the FireStorm 250. The World of Stock Car Racing League. Presented by Harpoon Designs. This is going to be chaotic.
Top line falling back a little bit. They're probably going to get another huge run down the back straight, though.
3 wide.
Maybe not anymore. Kind of broke up. Mark Arthur's in the wall. Joseph's all by himself.
He's in the wall. Bobby Patrica making a run here late on that high side.
Here comes Gary Smith. Got to keep an eye on him. And Joseph all by himself.
He is all by himself. He is not going to be happy. He was already mad about the... And Lawrence, he just gets into his teammate. High side's going to take each other out.
Wow. And he's going to get hit
And
by
it's a
Bryce.
wad. They're wadded it up, folks. Here it is. Caution is out. Mark Whitley's in it. Joseph McWhorter's in it.
Two separate crashes there.
We have to dissect a lot here, so give us a time. I mean, they're wadding it up even before we go to the replay screen. Let's see what happened. Let's get you the best angle we can here.
Yeah, on the... Which one are we looking at first?
We were looking at... Looks like Gary Smith gets into Jim Foskett here.
I believe he might have blinked, is what it sounded like on the radio.
And that's just going to wad up both driven motorsports cars. And, you know, Mark Arthur's in it there.
John...
Oh, Luke Doran's so
Jim
lucky at the
Foskett.
bottom. And Tristan Ferris, the torpedo, comes flying through, makes it through. But what I really want to see is here, what happened to Lawrence? He took out his teammate.
He also took out the 84.
Let's just rewind it here and see what happened. I know the YouTube chat's about to light up about this one. So here we go.
Gets into the grass, no control over the car, and Bryce goes under him.
Good save by both Luke and Lawrence. Lawrence tries to come back on the track, and Bryce, that's going to end his night. He already used a fast repair. Aaron Bach over in it. Yeah, 2 separate incidents. I mean, welcome to Daytona, huh?
Got a couple meatballs.
All right. So I felt like, you know, we did better than Fox there. We covered that whole wreck. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
All right, so the excitement, let's take a breather. We're going to have some people DNFing now. I know Whitley's not going to be happy. His tires broke on that right front. Looks like he might have just used his fast repair if he still has one. Maybe Brantley can confirm. Lawrence is going to come in, probably use his.
Well, green white checker.
Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. Fabulous job. Now time for the Whopper commercial. Whopper, Whopper.
How many green white checkers do you think we'll use tonight?
I hope all of them.
We got enough fuel for all 3, so why not? Christopher P2.
Yep, welcome back. You know,
Nicholas back P5.
speaking of that, you know, the Whopper thing, you know, I want to do that later on in the year when a big wreck happens. We just straight to Whopper.
Yeah, I don't
And then we'll come back, and then you hope your driver makes it through. All right, so we got a lot to sort out here. We're letting these guys pit, and then we'll just see what kind of lineup we got.
So you asked me last time, who you gonna pick here?
We got to see when this lineup all shakes out. I mean, we got Lawrence, looks like in P10. I mean, it kind of feels like it's Aaron Smith's race. He's been up front all race. Of course, we're about to have this high side, no pun intended, those cars up here on the third lane.
I don't know how they're still in it. I'm not gonna lie.
They took each other out, or Lawrence took out Luke, and I see him limping right now. We got to cover it. Bryce, not the start of the season he wanted. His car is killed, but still in the lead lap. Death may happen.
Yeah, he can still win.
I mean, it's very likely. Of course, he had to use his fast repair very early on in the night. We appreciate everyone coming out on YouTube to watch us tonight. The Showdown series presented by Harpoon Designs. We want to thank Future Designs, Buttkicker, and of course FireStorm for the FireStorm 250. Is about to be a wild one here. Aaron Smith's the control car. You are right. Here we go. Get going again, Josh.
Good start by Aaron. Aaron and Oscar clear.
We got Joseph McWhorter in the wall. He is killed. That might be it for him. A lot to cover here in a short amount of time. Stouffer to the outside. He's got help. Barry.
A big run coming. Aaron's not going to be able to block that. Chris Stouffer's going to go to the lead.
Chris Stouffer in the lead. Old times. PTSD coming back to say that. It's been a while.
Get back.
If they get it, the race is official.
They're going to make it.
They are going to make it, and we are on the white flag, sponsored by FireStorm Racing. Here we go, folks. High side, going to the high side. Can they make a run here at the late closing? Does the 73 go up and block them? He doesn't. They're wrecking behind him. Keith Shoemaker is dead. He is around. Josh is losing it on that call. He did it for Dale, though, folks. Here we come down the backstretch for the final time of the night. It looks like Aaron Smith.
Still in the lead.
Yes, he is. Aaron Smith and
Chris
Stouffer. What's going to happen here?
Luke and Lawrence trying to make it work. They're just not going to have enough time.
It doesn't look like anybody's got anything for Aaron Smith tonight. It's going to be a late push here, though. And they're going to water it up, but it don't matter. Aaron Smith wins. And death behind him.
Oh, and Aaron gets turned.
All right, let's go back and see this finish here. As they wad it up, coming to the line, Aaron Smith is going to win the $100 tonight. Start the season off right. Chris Stouffer in his return, P2, and Oscar Jensen third.
And it's a big record.
Let's go back on board here. What I really want to do, I want to go on board here with Lawrence. Coming to the checkered flag here.
Didn't have enough time.
I don't know. I
thought they might have been able to do something, just not enough time.
As Aaron Smith burns it down. You saw him react to race tonight. He's always a dominant force when he comes out, and he starts off season 7 with a win, Josh.
Yeah, it's a great start for him because, I'd say his toughest competition brings it home P15 and P20.
All right. Well, I feel like this court's going to be interesting tonight. I could hear some of the complaints.
Yeah, they're not happy. They aren't happy. We got some stuff to look at too. So
I'm going to bed.
I don't know if that works like that.
But first, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to bring these top 3 finishers in. We'll talk to them. We'll get what their mindset is after a crazy race, and yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll be right back, folks. Alrighty, Josh, you ready to bring these top 3 finishers in? Let's get their mindset.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go ahead and bring in the one and only Oscar Jensen. Hey, Oscar, this is Skylar up in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, crazy night tonight. You bring it home P3. Walk us through it.
Oh man, I don't even know where to start. That was crazy. Freaking good luck turned into great luck and found Aaron there at the end and was able to work with him and almost died, didn't die, then died, but crossed the line in third. So I mean, I'll take it, I guess.
Hey, man, you can't beat that. Josh, go ahead.
Yeah, you were close to contending for a championship last year. What do you think your odds are for this season?
Man, I don't really know, honestly. I mean, I haven't really driven this car much, so it's like a whole new process to me, and I'm finding out stuff as I go. Heck, I couldn't even make pit road entry here last night. Had to freaking make 10 practice pit stops in the practice. And I mean, as long as I can stay consistent, I'll be there. At least I hope to be there, but looks like a strong field there so far, so we'll see.
Yes, sir. And, the next race is Old Atlanta. How do you feel about heading there?
I like that. I like driver's tracks. That is one driver's track that's going to take a lot of skill and a lot of focus, and you're going to probably see some slipping and sliding, maybe some more tempers, but, that's going to happen. But I'm excited.
Yes, sir. Well, P3 tonight. Anyone you want to thank?
Yeah, thanks to you guys. SRD Setups, Will Norton Designs. Shout out to Nick and Bryce and everyone who came. I mean, we put on one heck of a show, I hope. So, yeah.
Alrighty, man. Well, we will see you next week in Atlanta.
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
All right, Josh. Well, there's the always interesting Oscar Jensen P3 to start his season.
Yeah, I was waiting for the host of our shout out, but I couldn't run for him.
Yes, sir. Well, this next guy, the season 1 champion, back, and he finished P2 in his first race. Let's talk to Christopher. Hey, man. This is Skylar up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, man, it's been a while since we've seen you here, and you come back and finish P2. Walk us through it.
Oh, it was a up and down race. I started up towards the front, and I was just riding until the pit stops. Those early cautions came out, and I knew I could make it on one stop if I was able to stretch the fuel. So I was trying to do that. Then I sped on pit road, had a 40-second penalty, and 1 lap down. So I got lucky to get back on the lead lap, and I just made my way to the front as quick as I could after I got back on the lead lap, try to avoid any wrecks, and luckily I was able to bring it home P2. I know we were all wrecking there at the end, so at least it was right there at the line and the end of it.
Yes, sir. It's good to have you back. Josh, go ahead.
Yeah, I remember you were a big fan of the '87 car. What do you think about this Gen 4 car?
Well, ask me, after we get to a couple real tracks, as we're not just all following each other around. I've run it a few times in officials, and I think it's a fun car. I prefer the '87 over this, but this is its own challenge, and it'll be a fun season. I want to give a shout out to 4D Racewear and also Catalyst 317 too, from putting this together for me.
Alrighty, Chris. Well, we will see you next week in Atlanta.
Yeah, sounds good. Hopefully, I'll be talking to you again.
Yes, sir. See you there.
Thank you.
All right. Well, season 1 champ is back. Podium finish. Can't beat that, right?
Yeah, it's a great start, and he'll be really competitive on these driver tracks, as I think Oscar called it.
Yes, sir. Well, this next guy, he's won, I don't, how many times here. He's the Banana Man, Yellow Car Man. You know who he is. So let's talk to Aaron Smith, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, Aaron, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, man, you were up front most of the night, if not all of the night. How'd you do it?
Well, to be honest with you, I'm not too sure. I was I was trying to see what kind of runs I could get and all that, but I noticed in a Daytona race the other night that the tire wear was so much worse than before, and for some reason my right front was around 75, 80 at the end of the first run, the first green flag pit stop, and then I tried to save it the most I could there in that last green flag run before we got that final caution, but unfortunately that never became a factor, but we were able to keep ahead of the field there in that last run.
Yes, sir, and brought it home P1. Josh, go ahead.
Yeah, you were talking about tire wear. Next week we go to Atlanta. How do you think the tires are going to be at a track like that?
I'm not too sure yet. If it's anything like what I've seen in the past few weeks, it should be really fun. Hopefully the car will trend loose rather than tight, than like the old ARCA car did. But I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out.
Yes, sir. Well, anyone you want to thank tonight for P1?
Yeah, I'd like to thank all the folks at the Showdown series for putting the show on, y'all broadcasting, all the folks for watching. Looking forward to getting back at it next week.
Alrighty, man. Well, we will see you out there.
10-4. Thank you.
All right. Well, that's all your top 3 finishers there. What's your biggest takeaway from the night?
Well, it's just good super speedway racing. We got a really good run in after craziness at the start, and they had some good strategy going. Had some Ferrari strategy, but craziness at the end.
Yes, it was. I think it's going to be a pretty good season. We got a lot of guys in here that really want to win bad, so it should make for a fun season. And it seems like this car is going to wear out tires.
Yeah, we're gonna need a couple sets next week.
Yeah, 2 at best.
I'm sure we'll hear about that.
Budget cuts. But let's run through your finishing order. Really good night for some people. And some people, I've already seen it posted in the Discord. They felt like it was a waste of 2 hours because it was some of the worst racing they've done.
That's super speedways for you.
But, just looking at the top 18 here, I have to say, we didn't talk about him much, but somehow Tristan Ferris, P11.
Yeah, out of nowhere. There's a couple guys. I mean, Jeremy, he brings home P8, P9 after all that.
And I'm looking now, Bobby Patrica, P7. I mean, some of these guys were going laps down or almost a lap down, and they come home with some good finishes. So
Nick Osapek, P6.
Yeah, he ain't never gonna do that again. Let's run down the rest of your order. Of course, Ben Shelton didn't really make it long. He's 97 laps down. Hate to see that. Brian Foster. I feel bad for him, He was really looking forward to this. We had to sit on it for a few weeks after the clash, and to finish 24th is hard.
Yeah, it definitely sucks, but, unlike last time, we got another race next week, so try and bounce back.
And, Nicholas Post, and I just look at Mark Arthur was up there. Whitley, probably going to be his worst finish of the year. 20th, 4 laps down.
Yeah, both Marks struggled, and then he also got Joseph down there as well, so some big names right there that they'll get those points back, but they were probably hoping to start this year a little bit better.
Yes, sir. Well, we're going to close out of here. We're going to get out of Daytona. And, yeah, we'll be in Atlanta next week. How do you feel about heading there?
Well, tires are important, so it's going to be crazy to see if people can hold on to their tires. I think Luke will be pretty fast next week.
Got an early bet there?
Yeah, just a little bit. Luke and tire saving goes together pretty well.
Yes, sir. Well, we're going to get out of here, folks. We will be back next week for some racing at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Old Atlanta, not the new one. So that should be very exciting. Again, thank you for watching the Showdown series presented by Harpoon Designs. We want to thank our sponsors, Buttkicker, Future Designs, as obviously Harpoon Designs as well, and FireStorm for sponsoring the FireStorm 250. We're signing off. We will see you next week in Atlanta.